Hogwarts. Let's see. Take now when you are ready to leave. Okay. இரு வரேன் செடி முளைச்சிருச்சா? செடிலாம் வந்துருச்சா? ரெடி. நம்ம ஸ்டண்டாக்குலா நாட் ரெடி. ஐம்பத்தாறு நிமிஷமா? மேட்ரிக் 12 இருக்குது. இதை வச்சு சமாளிச்சுக்கலாம். அது ரெண்டையும் மேக்ஸிமம் 4 இருக்கு. இன்டோர்ஸ் இல்லை.
This will be more useful when I have something to identify.
Elf knapsack. Okay. It's Sebastian Fulford. It means Fellcroft. He hopes meeting a new student will bring some cheer to his sister and but something anonymous is happening in Felfort. இவ்வளோ இருக்குதா? இவங்க வேற அசைன்மெண்ட்டாக விட்டு சாவடிக்கிறாங்களே. Acquire invisibility potion, thunder bro potion against enemy. Biology class attend பண்ணோம். Get tip also. எங்கடாது also இருக்கா நம்மள்ட்ட? இருக்கு. எவ்வளோ இருந்தா டேய்? Nipping turtles caps, not gas spring, troll bogies. இருக்கே இதெல்லாம் என்கிட்ட. Come on. 4, 3, 2, 1. Collect. இன்னும் வாங்கவே இல்லை அரிசி. டே எங்கடா இருக்க? ஓ இங்கே இருக்கியா? போலாமா?
I'm ready to learn how to use the knapsack.
Perfect! Deke loves an outing. That was a dark time in Deke's life. Deke found himself in service of the cruelest wizard he ever met. A nasty poacher. Deke hated working for him. He did horrible things to beautiful beasts. Oh. It was during those days that Deke first saw a knapsack. It'll be nice to see one used for good. We have arrived. Deke enjoys coming here to watch the beasts, especially the puffle of puffskeins nearby. It will be nice to keep them safe. All you will need to do is get close, direct the open knapsack toward the puffskein, and in it'll go. All right.
கிடைச்சிருச்சு. இப்போ என்ன பண்ணும்?
You got one!
இன்னொன்று பிடிப்போமா?
Accio!
இங்கே வா. ரெண்டு பிடிச்சிட்டேன்.
I managed to rescue a puffskein.
You can rescue as many as the knapsack will hold. Poachers capture puffskeins and, well, Deke isn't sure what they do with them. Deke is certain they will be safer with you. Now, not all beasts will be as simple to rescue as a puffskein. Deke suggests you next find a beast that can fly. A jobberknoll, perhaps.
All right. Where would I find one?
Deke knows of some to the west, nesting in a large tree overlooking Hogwarts. But we must be careful. Deke has seen poachers in the area recently. Deke will meet you there whenever you're ready.
Poachers, மிருகங்களை வேட்டையாடுறவங்க தானே? எங்க போகணும்?
A castle. Must have been quite stately in its time.
கூட்டு போக மாட்டியாடா எனக்கு முன்னாடி வந்து நிக்கிற.
Hello, Deke. Shall we continue?
Oh, good. Deke was worried about you, what with all the poachers in the area. Perhaps we should work quickly. The jobberknolls are just here, in this large tree. If it's helpful, Deke has seen Levioso used to slow flying beasts. Easier to get in close and use the knapsack.
ஐயோ இதென்ன ஃபுல்லா ரெக்கார்ட் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்குது கேம். இது பாட்டு இஷ்டத்துக்கு இதாகிக்கிட்டு இருக்குது. Later rescue Jobberknoll.
Then I shall go and rescue a jobberknoll.
Good luck. Deke will be waiting.
எல்லாத்துலேயும் தனியாக அனுப்புங்கடா.
Professor Howard will never believe this. Revelio. Settle yourself. I mean you no harm. here. I'll look after you. I rescued a Jobberknoll.
Deke hopes your Jobberknoll finds the knapsack nice and cozy. Poachers want them for their feathers, and are not kind when they gather them.
Are there any other beasts nearby?
Just one that Deke knows of, a herd of moon calves. They live in a clearing of trees up this footpath. Deke will see you there.
Dig near. ஏன்டா அப்படி போற? ஸ்டோரியிலே கூட்டு போன போறான் அதாவது. இது என்ன லொகேஷன்?
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Mooncalfton. Okay.
Hello, Deke. Is this the clearing you mentioned?
It is. Moon calves gather near the large tree with the spiral pattern in front, but only under the light of the moon. So, unfortunately, unless you have a way to hasten time, you might sometimes have to wait until nightfall to see them.
I shall go and find a mooncalf then.
Deke will be waiting for your return.
இப்போ ஏதோ சொன்னாங்க மறந்துட்டேன்.
Revelio. Deke, what am I meant to be doing again?
You should try to find a moon calf. Since they only come out at night, you may have to wait a little while, depending on what time it is.
ஏதோ டுட்டோரியல் சொன்னுச்சு, நான் மறந்துட்டேன் என்ன டுட்டோரியல். You can advance time by accessing the map and processing. Oh. என்னடா வெயிட் பண்ண சொன்னாங்க, வெயிட் பண்ண மேப் ஓபன் பண்ணி L3 press பண்ணி வெயிட் பண்ண சொல்றானுங்க. ஆனா ஏய் R3யா worst.
Deke, what am I meant to be doing again?
You should try to find a moon calf. Since they only come out at night, you may have to wait a little while, depending on what time it is.
Lumos.
இந்த இருக்குது பாரு மூன் காப்.
Accio.
எங்க ஓடுற?
Everything's all right now, Lumos.
எல்லாம் ஓடிடுச்சா?
There. I'm not going to hurt you.
விட்டுருவானா அப்படி?
It was a bit trickier than the others, but I have a moon calf now.
Another beast, safe and sound. Shame we didn't see the moon calves dancing. It's a marvelous sight. Deke supposes you're finished here. He'll be able to rescue many more beasts, but for now, let's bring the ones you've gathered back to the room.
All right.
Deke will meet you back in the room whenever you're ready.
கூட கூட்டு போறது.
There you are. Now, we need to show the beast you rescued their new home. But, not enough room to let them out here. Imagine all those beasts running amok. That wouldn't do at all. Perhaps if you focus on what your beasts need, the room will provide.
யோசி.
What exactly did you think of? Heavens! You've done it!
என்னடா இது?
What is it?
Deke isn't sure. Only one way to find out. Meet you inside when you're ready.
Magic macaw magic.
Look at this. It's amazing.
Where are we, Deke?
It seems to be a place for your beasts to live, a vivarium of some sort. Oh, your beasts will be quite comfortable here. They'll live healthy, safe lives. Perhaps you want to release them, let them see their new home.
R1.
Deke thinks the vivarium will be a fitting new home for your beasts.
Indeed. I only hope we'll have enough space for all of them.
Deke hopes so too. But if you do run out of room, Madam Peck at Brood and Peck in Hogsmeade will help to find safe homes for them.
Any beasts that the room can't hold?
Yes, she's well known for helping to care for beasts in need, and she'll give you a fair price for them. Speaking of care, beasts that are well fed and groomed will provide you with valuable magical materials, such as puffskein hair, for example. If you gather some magical materials from your beasts, Deke can show you how to use them.
Very well. I shall let you know when I have some.
Wonderful.
இன்னொன்னுங்க ஓ இதுதான் பெரிய கண்ணோட கியூட்டா இருக்கு. எங்கடா இன்னொன்னு பறவை? ஓய் பறவை, பறவை எங்க போச்சு? அந்த அங்க இருக்கு. சாப்பாடு கூட மேஜிக்காடா.
Potato!
நீ இல்லை இன்னொன்னுங்க. இன்னொரு பறவை ரிலீஸ் பண்ணேன், காணோம்.
I've collected some magical materials, Deke.
Now Deke can show you how to use them. First, you'll need to use this spellcraft to conjure an enchanted loom.
An enchanted loom?
Exactly. It will allow you to use your magical materials to weave magic into the very threads of your clothing, making your clothing more useful in a variety of ways. Why don't you try it? Deke thinks you'll be impressed with what the loom can do.
I'll go and experiment with the loom now.
Enchanted loom. அதை வைக்கிறதுக்கு எங்கட இடம் இருக்கு. ஓகே. யூட்டிலிட்டி. இங்க இருக்கு. என்ன போட்டிருக்கிறேன்? Here. Embossed tail coat தான் போட்டிருக்கிறேன். இதுக்கு ஏதாவது அப்கிரேட் இருக்கா? அதான் இதுதான். Upgrade. Super feather. Astral hair. போட்டிருக்கேங்கிறதே முதல்ல அடிக்கடி போய் பார்க்கணும் போலயே. Azure Niffler. எங்க போலாம்? டீக்கு ஃபர்ஸ்ட் முடிஞ்சிருச்சா? எங்க இந்த வெனமஸ்ட் அட்டாக்லாம்? Add a trait to an item of clothing. இன்னும் ஏதோ பண்ணாம விட்டுருக்கிறேன் போலயே.
That came out nicely. I should show Deke. I used the enchanted loom, Deke.
Wonderful.
Will I be able to weave even more powerful magic into my clothing with the loom?
You will, by rescuing even more powerful beasts. For now, however, Deke suggests you explore the vivarium and get to know the beasts you've already rescued.
Thank you for your help, Deke.
Quest complete. greenhouse. இதோ பாருடா. முட்டைகோஸ், கடிக்கும் முட்டைகோஸ். ஏக்கா விங்காடியம் லெவியோசா.
How wonderful to see you again.
I've completed my assignments, Professor.
Pleased to hear it. Professor Weasley will be too. I'll be sure to let her know how well you're coming along.
Thank you, Professor.
Professor Hecat tells me she taught you Levioso, so you should be ready for a more advanced levitation charm. Wingardium Leviosa requires a bit of concentration and a nice, graceful wand movement. Let's see you try your hand at it. When executed correctly, you should be able to pick up boulders as though they were sprigs of sneezewort. Well done! Feel free to practice Wingardium Leviosa here in the green.
இது கிடையாது. விங்காடியம் லெவியோசா இங்க இருக்கு.
I've set some crates out for you in the next room.
Wingardium Leviosa!
You're a natural.
Professor Garlick, a moment of your time?
The plants are resting, so now's as good a time as any.
I was wondering, what made you want to teach herbology?
How lovely of you to ask. I've always had an affinity for greenery, so this situation is a bit of a dream come true. After graduation, I was thrilled to be asked to step in for my old herbology professor. He'd had a slight accident, you see.
Oh dear. A shame for him, but it worked out well for you.
Well, he never cared, really cared for the plants, and they could sense it. Oh, you'd be surprised how perceptive a plant can be. At any rate, the trouble began one day when he cut into a wigan tree. Unfortunately for him, its leaves were hiding a bowtruckle. You may recall the marvelous creatures that resemble a twig. The little beast gouged the professor's eyes quite fiercely, but terrifying, I'd imagine. Likely for the professor, too.
And that's when you took over as the herbology professor.
Well, not quite. After 3 weeks at St. Mungo's, my predecessor regained a tiny bit of his eyesight. He insisted on returning to the greenhouse. Within a week, he claims by accident, kicked a Chinese chomping cabbage, so it was back to St. Mungo's for him.
A fair bit of bad luck there, I'd say.
Well, I felt awful for him, but I dare say I felt a bit more sympathy for the cabbage. Upon his discharge from the hospital, his indifference to plants had turned to utter disdain. He lost what little patience he had left with a particularly temperamental venomous tentacula and, well, his resulting leave of absence continues to this day.
I'm glad everything worked out as it did and that you're the herbology professor now.
Very kind of you to say. I do love these gardens and helping my students grow. Lovely speaking with you. Have a wonderful day. Oh, and remember, be kind to your wigan trees.
நல்லா இருக்கு. சைனீஸ் சாம்பு இங்கே முளைச்சிருக்குதான்னு பார்ப்போமா? காணோம். அது அவ்வளோதான் போல. வேர்ல்டு மேப்பு இங்கே போகணுமா? இன்வெஸ்டிபிலிட்டி பர்சனுக்குலாம் காசு இருக்கு.
I can always rely on my Patronus to keep me.
You're back! Nice to see you again.
அப்கிரேட் பண்ணுறா.
You'll be thrilled with that broom, I promise you.
டார்க் லைட்டிங் ப்ரோ, அதான் என்கிட்ட இருக்குல்ல.
I must tell you, Arthur Vogsmead's been by the shop asking about rumours of a broom upgrade. Without the information you provided, my work would have taken twice as long. Thank you again. It may sound ambitious, but I've already begun work on another upgrade, more difficult to perfect than the last. I wondered, would you be interested in joining forces again? There's another course near Arendale that Miss Reyes has mastered. If you were to test this first upgrade there, it may help me as I develop the next. Oh, you'll consider it, won't you?
Sounds as if you're really outdoing yourself. If I'm able to help, I will.
Thank you. I know this recent success was only the beginning of what I can do for broom flight. Report back as soon as you can, and we'll be off to the races.
இதெல்லாம் பார்க்க சூப்பராக இருக்கு. இதெல்லாம் விற்க மாட்டியாடா? lavender borealis bro.
You're back. Nice to see you again. Thanks for stopping by.
Offense ஏறுது, டிஃபென்ஸ் குறையுது. டிஃபென்ஸ் முக்கியம் பிகிலு, டிஃபென்ஸ் இரு வரேன், வேற செக் பண்ணிட்டு வரேன்.
Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again.
Off to the races then. Revelio.
மீட்டர். கிரிஃபின். கிரிஃபினை பிடிக்க முடியுமா? கிரிஃபின் அது எங்கேயாவது லேண்ட் ஆனால் தான் பிடிக்க முடியும். பறந்துக்கிட்டே இருக்கு.
Abandoned long ago, no doubt.
What in Berlin? I heard something. You should never have come here.
Here we are. Mr. Weeks wasn't wrong about the mountain views.
If it isn't the fastest Gryffindor.
ஆமாண்டி, என்னடி பண்ணுவ?
Hello, Imelda. So, another trial?
Of course it's another trial. And you'd better be taking part.
Does this mean you've changed your mind about me?
Well, you're a step up from the good-for-nothings who usually challenge me. Well, they sit around and hope to be the best. I put in hours of practice. No one sets records by wishing for them. And I need strong competition to stay on top of my game. Are you going to try to beat my flying record or not?
I'm ready to fly.
Finally, a decent challenge.
என்ன பண்ணணும் சொல்லு கிழவி.
I'm getting the hang of this. Brilliant.
பபுள்ஸ் அடிச்சே ஆகணும் போல. ஏன்டா நிக்கிற?
I'd say that was acceptable. Brilliant. Made it. Brilliant.
ஒரு bubbles கூட அடிக்கல.
I'm getting the hang of this. Now that's more like it. That wasn't too bad.
You've improved, I must admit. That was a bloody good run. Be careful. Earn a reputation for talent around here, and some people get put out about it.
Sounds like you're speaking from experience.
Yes, well, I am. Anyway, you didn't do abysmally. I can't deny that. But you'll not have the same luck on the South Coast course.
We'll see, won't we? Till next time.
I half expected you to back down. Rest on your laurels. See you at the South Coast trial, if you don't lose your nerve. To race this course again, visit the podium with the leaderboard, where you can start the race and check your time.
Another successful flight. I should let Mr. Weeks know.
All I can say is, it's lucky the boys have their own dormitory. The mess they make.
We're going to see who can stay up the latest. Sleeping drafts should ensure my victory.
I bet Black could tell a few tales about his days at Hogwarts. When he was a student, I mean. Well, I will capture one, wriggling it down.
பக்கத்துல ஏதோ கிராமம் இருக்கு.
This looks intriguing.
You'll enjoy your time in Irondale. Shame about that.
Fascinating, truly fascinating. Wish I had the energy.
Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Incendio.
I wish I got more attention.
Back from your latest flight? I want to hear all the particulars.
Good news, Mr. Weeks. With your upgrade, I was able to set a new record at the Irondale course.
Brilliant! I knew the upgrade had fantastic potential. How did your broom feel?
It rides well. Does get a tad shaky at top speed, and the handle wobbles a bit when I hit a strong gust of wind.
Ah, yes. I see. I think I know how to address that. Thank you. I owe you one.
If it means another upgrade, the pleasure's all mine.
You sound as determined as I am to improve broom flight. It's a joy to have a collaborator like yourself. If I'm right, and I do hope I am, you'll be hearing good news from me soon. Thank you again, truly.
Mr. Weeks and I do make a good team.
I'd take up her bocce if it didn't involve...
World map. கடல் பகுதி.
Now you should be able to travel to and from Feldcroft in an instant.
You made it.
Enjoying the view?
Keeping an eye on things. Feldcroft isn't what it used to be. No one has felt safe here since Ranrock's loyalists took a peculiar interest in that castle over there. Rookwood Castle. My uncle Solomon is a former Auror and refuses to look into it, even after Anne was cursed by one of them. Possibly with a wand, no less.
I heard a goblin refer to wizard kind as wand carriers. Are goblins forbidden from carrying wands?
Precisely. That's why I'm on the hunt for answers. If I'm to cure her, I need to understand what happened to her. Anne was always the most mischievous of the three of us. Which is saying something, knowing me and ominous. I'm hoping a surprise visit from me and a new friend from Hogwarts will help lift her spirits. Bring back the Anne I used to know. Come on, I'll take you to my uncle's. This way. Feldcroft used to be a lot livelier. With Ranrock's lot wandering about all the time, everyone stays out of sight. Here we are. My sister should be just inside.
Revelio. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Depulso. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Depulso. Confringo.
யாரா நீங்க மேஜிக்கை யூஸ் பண்ண தெரியாத மாதிரி சண்டை போட்டு என்னமோ பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கானுங்க.
If it weren't for the cost of things.
Revelio.
Sleeping draft for me.
Aha! Sebastian, where did you... Is that what I think it is?
We've been over this, boy. Shrivelfigs cannot reverse a curse. Nothing can. The sooner you accept that reality, the better.
But we haven't tried everything.
There is no cure! When will you accept that?
Never. I can never accept it.
Now look what you've done.
I'm sorry.
Leave.
I'm sorry you had to see that. If you don't mind, I just need a moment alone.
Poor Sebastian. Not the visit he'd hoped for.
I'm sorry about earlier. Those bouts of pain are difficult to bear.
Are you all right, Anne? I didn't mean to intrude.
You didn't, truly. And I'm all right. The pain from this curse comes in bouts, and often suddenly. It's not anyone's fault. It's nice to meet you, by the way. You must be the new 5th year Sebastian told me about.
I am. Sebastian and I met during a rather lively duel in defense against the dark arts.
Oh dear, Professor Hecat. She's a powerful witch. And she knows how to keep students like my brother, and me, in line.
I do miss Hogwarts, but I wouldn't mind being in Feldcroft, really, if it wasn't so dreary now. Between the goblins at the castle and my uncle fighting with Sebastian whenever he's home, it's not the cozy retreat it once was.
Sebastian mentioned something about your uncle being an ex-Aura, but refusing to go after Ranrock's loyalists. I must say, I wasn't prepared for him to be as angry as he was.
Uncle Solomon is frustrated by what happened to me, and by Sebastian for thinking he can fix it. They both mean well, I know they do, but my uncle is right. This curse cannot be undone. I can feel it. Sebastian cannot take away my pain. Perhaps you can help him to understand that.
I'll do my best. I can promise to speak with him about it.
Thank you. His search for a cure is futile, I'm afraid. I'm getting tired. I should probably rest. Thank you for stopping by. I wish you well.
இவ்வளோதான் வீடாடா.
That boy will fray my last nerve.
Excuse me, Mr. Sallow.
Oh, yes, Sebastian's friend. I apologize on behalf of my nephew. He doesn't know when to stop. I was about to check on Anne. Did I see you come from the house? How is she?
She's all right. She said she was going to rest.
Nothing can be done for her.
I understand you've tried everyone from Nurse Blaney to St. Mungo's to no avail.
We have. My nephew thinks he knows better than the healers.
Perhaps the healers don't know everything, sir. Sebastian is single-mindedly focused on finding a way to help his sister. If there is a cure, he will find it.
Your faith in Sebastian is misplaced. Some sort of dark magic cursed Anne, and the goblins aren't likely to explain themselves anytime soon. Giving her hope is cruel. The only thing to do now is keep Anne comfortable and stay out of the Loyalists' way.
I understand what you're saying, sir.
Good. I know what's best for Anne and Sebastian. They are my stubborn brother's children. Especially Sebastian. If you really want to be of help, you'll make sure Sebastian does what he should do, not what he wants to do. He's no idea the harm he could do if he doesn't stop. I hope you remember what I've said. Good day.
I ought to see how Sebastian's faring.
Why will he not listen to me? She's my sister.
How are you doing, Sebastian?
You got a first-hand glance at what I'm dealing with. I apologize for my uncle.
I'll admit, I wasn't expecting him to be so angry.
He's always angry. He's been angry since my parents died. After Anne was hurt, he only grew worse. It's as though he blames me somehow, always calling me my father's son, as if that's an insult. I'm the one trying to help her. He's simply given up.
Both Anne and your uncle seem genuinely convinced that nothing more can be done for her.
I refuse to believe that. Anne's pain is more than physical. It has changed her entirely. I miss my sister. And I'm going to get her back. Come with me. I need to show you where it happened. Ranrock's Loyalists are capable of so much more than people realize. They should not be underestimated.
Spell tipo.
All the debris you'll see,
Confringo.
and whatever's going on at that abandoned estate. They've been digging for something. Up there, on that plateau, is where they cursed Anne. This way.
How much longer are we expected to dig through this rubble? Ranrock knows what he's doing. It's an honor to be a part of it. Only good wizard is a dead wizard in my book.
Capulso!
What was that?
I will make you pay. Confringo! Expelliarmus! Protego!
I won't rest. That was busy.
Depulso!
No!
Confringo!
I will make you pay.
Leviosa!
I'll kill you when I get down from here!
Expelliarmus!
You've made your last mistake.
இவன் கொஞ்சம் டிஃபரெண்டா இருக்கானே.
You see, you're good. How nice of you to stop by. You call that spellcasting?
Incendio!
I won't rest. Dead. Who do you think you are? You are postponing this.
Lindo!
No!
Confringo!
கத்திக்கிட்டே இருக்கானுங்களே.
Expelliarmus!
I won't rest.
Depulso!
Rather unwise coming back this way. There you are.
Confringo!
Expelliarmus! Depulso! Confringo! Expelliarmus!
Easily diverted.
Incendio!
You won't stop me. I've been fighting since before you were born.
Fringo!
ஃப்ரெண்ட் ஆண்ட் அடி வாங்க.
I will make you pay.
Expelliarmus!
I confess, that was a bit more than I'd bargained for. I tried to warn you.
Those loyalists deserved what they got.
Couldn't agree more. This is where it happened. We smelled smoke in the middle of the night. When we looked outside, flames were shooting from the estate. Before my uncle and I could stop her, Anne rushed out, racing towards the fire, worried someone had been hurt. She came face to face with a horde of goblins, frantically trying to stamp out the flames. Suddenly, an icy voice drifted out from somewhere in the smoke. Children should be seen and not heard. A blinding blast followed. They didn't even give her a chance to run.
It sounds as if the loyalists attacked Anne without cause.
I wouldn't put it past them, but I'm convinced that they were trying to hide something. It may be grasping at billywhigs, but I keep thinking that there might be something here that could lead me to whoever cursed Anne. Might be the only way to learn what type of magic harmed her, which could help me find a cure.
Perhaps you're right. The loyalists are everywhere, but they do seem to be spending a lot of time here, and it's likely they're hiding something.
And at Rookwood Castle. Shall we have a look around? They seem to have set up camp here for a specific
Revelio.
reason. They have stations for everything. I've heard that goblin dig sites like these are popping up everywhere.
It's a wonder the Ministry isn't doing more. Always armed and ready for a fight, Ranrock's loyalists. Incendio! Whose home was this?
Bit abandoned long since I've lived here.
Revelio!
Rumour was a Hogwarts professor lived here once, centuries ago. But that's all I ever heard. It might be worth taking a closer look at the house itself.
Revelio. Sebastian, over here. Do you think that this was damaged by the fire the night that Anne was cursed?
Could be. But it looks to me as though this was intentional.
This well looks familiar. Sebastian, I've seen this before. This house, the well, the view.
What do you mean? When?
Give me a moment. I'll explain in a second.
அந்த மெமரியில் பார்த்துருப்பான். இந்த இடம், இந்த ஊர் வந்து ஒரு வறண்ட ஊராக இருந்திருக்கும். இந்த ஏன்ஷியன்ட் மேஜிக் 4 ப்ரொஃபஸர் சேர்ந்து தான் இந்த ஊரை வந்து செழிப்பாக்கியிருப்பாங்க. அப்படின்னா இந்த வீடு வந்து அந்த பொண்ணோட வீடு. அந்த சின்ன பொண்ணு காமிச்சிருப்பாங்க.
Sebastian, this house did belong to a Hogwarts professor hundreds of years ago.
Who? What do you...
I found a pensive that day in the restricted section with a memory that showed this house. There was a little girl and a drought. The keepers have shown me other memories as well. The girl became a Hogwarts professor. Her name was Isadora Morganach. She was one of the keepers.
The keepers? Like in Quidditch? And you found a pensive in the library? I'm not following you.
I realize it's a lot to take in. I'm not even sure I understand it all yet. And no, not like Quidditch. They call themselves keepers because they're protecting some type of knowledge. It has to do with the vault at Gringotts.
Let me see if I've got this straight. You have Ranrock and Rookwood after you because of something you found at Gringotts where you ended up via a port key. You can see traces of an ancient magic that you think Ranrock is trying to harness. And now you've been witnessing memories left by keepers. Oh, and this house belonged to a Hogwarts professor who was one of these non-Quidditch keepers hundreds of years ago. If I didn't know you, I'd think you were pulling my leg.
It is all a bit much, isn't it, when you put it like that? The point is, we both have good reason to search this house. You for answers about what happened to Anne, and me for answers about the keepers.
Look at this.
Revelio. Someone piled this here for a reason. Is it blocking something?
Only one way to find out. Huh, a stairwell. Why bother blocking a stairwell?
There might be something here worth a closer look.
Revelio. All of this simply strewn about. Tells me they're after something
Confringo! Incendio. Seems these journal entries are from Isadora's travels. Incendio! You're not going to believe this. I can see the Undercroft.
What? A daydream? Because that happens to me too.
A journal entry of Isadora's. I should hold on to this. I know it sounds strange, but...
Honestly, nothing you say sounds strange to me anymore.
Fair enough. I can see the Undercroft through this stone wall, as though it's a window. This has happened before.
I'm listening.
I think it's to do with my ability to see traces of ancient magic.
But you said you didn't really understand it, and that you couldn't wield it.
That's true, and I'm still not sure what it all means. What I do know is that my ability allows me to travel through these windows I see.
Wait. We can get straight to the Undercroft from here. Ominous will be flawed.
We can. But perhaps best not to tell anyone else about this for now. Even Ominous.
Understood. Well then, invisible, secret, ancient magic passageway? Here we come. I'm tempted to hold my breath. Why would the door lead us here?
Sebastian, look.
அது ஒண்ணுமே இல்ல.
Why hide a triptych here?
Seems as if something's missing.
A note? Let's have a look.
Ancient magic symbols.
Anything helpful in the note?
A rune symbol. I've seen similar symbols used by the keepers.
I've been thinking. A keeper lived in that house centuries ago, and Ranrock and his lot have been searching there. You said that goblins may be wielding some form of this ancient magic. Do you think Anne was cursed by ancient magic?
I can't be sure, of course, but I don't think so. I didn't see any traces of it around your sister.
Very well. But that doesn't mean it's not ancient magic. There's still so much we don't know about it.
True. Perhaps this triptych will lead us to answers.
Then we'll have to unravel what this all means. But now I need to see Ominous. Don't worry, I won't tell him anything. Did I mention that, apparently, Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here, in Hogwarts?
You did not? Sounds worth looking into. Any idea where in the castle?
No idea. Ominous just learned of it. I'll let you know what I find out. I had no idea our visit to Cian would unfold into all of this. My head's an utter mess. But I'm glad you told me everything you did. I'll be in touch. Till then.
Yes.
Attend deviation class.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Classroom-க்கு இப்படி எல்லாம்டா போவீங்க? Seriously?
Revelio.
Huh?
What do we have here? A demigod.
I hope those assignments were challenging enough for you.
I've completed all of my tasks, Professor Onai.
Very well done. Although I must admit, I did have something of a premonition that you would follow through. Now, as you have no doubt sharpened your perception by completing my assignment, I am curious, based upon the knowledge that one's present and even one's past may reveal traces of what is to come. What do you see in your own future?
I can't get rid of this feeling of a coming danger.
I see. Know that such omens are not damning if they can at least prepare us. And you are preparing yourself, even now. But this talk of tomorrow should not divert us from your present success. I shall inform our good deputy headmistress of your exemplary performance. And if that performance is any omen of what your future may hold, then I, for one, see great things. Channel your magic towards your targets.
Descendo.
You have it! Now, why not practice the new spell on the training dummy?
Descendo!
Excellent. I think you have it.
Levioso! Confringo! Descendo!
At some point, you must stop preparing and put your newly honed skills to the test outside of the classroom.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones. Revelio. Levioso. Compulso. Accio. Well, that's one of Zenobia's gobstones. I hardly see what all the fuss is about.
What are you up to now?
Revelio.
Attend astronomy. First shower class at the top of astronomy upstairs in the entrance. Where the quest irukudha? The high cube. Speak with Sebastian.
I'd rather go alone. To a dance?
Why not? In fact, I think they should insist that we go alone. Imagine
Revelio.
Astronomy class, na? Josian தானே ஜோசியமா விண்வெளியா astrology-na தான் ஜோசியம்
And your reading is the dragon. That's exciting, I suppose. Perhaps you're due for an adventure.
Ladies.
Professor Shah.
Astronomy is not divination. You won't find the mysteries of the cosmos charted out on your palms or at the bottom of your teacups. Alas, the heavens remain hazy to the starry-eyed. Now, if you were to devote yourselves to persistent and painstaking observation, you just might catch a glimpse. With that in mind, please take your telescopes. Tonight we will be on the observation deck.
Observation deck.
Still don't have your own? You can't be the new student forever, you know. You can share with Mr. Takar.
Here, I can adjust that for you.
No, bring it into focus on your own.
இதுக்கு பேர் தான் ஃபோக்கஸா
Now, I expect all of you to put in your stargazing hours outside of class. Is that clear?
But, Professor, it's freezing out.
Mere cold didn't stop the great stargazers of the past. Look only to the astronomy tables they erected throughout the highlands from which they gazed millennia ago on the very self-same stars above us. Is that clear? Dismissed.
இந்த பாட்டிக்கு மட்டும் குளிரவே இல்ல போல
I'm Amit. We met in potions class. I'm happy to report that we've yet to have any explosions in this class.
Oh, hello, Amit. Nice to see you again.
Did I hear Professor Shaw say that you don't have your own telescope? I have a spare one you could borrow for the rest of term.
That's very kind of you, Amit. Are you sure you won't need it?
I'm certain. It's my old one. I finally got my hands on the new Celestia Contemplar. You've heard of it, I assume? I mean, of course you have. It's only the pinnacle of all personal stargazing implements. But my old model's not too shabby either. Goblin-cut glass, first-rate optical enchantments. Hate to think such a fine instrument is just collecting dust.
Well, thank you, Amit.
Think nothing of it. Anyway, the telescope's in the storage room right underneath us. You can't miss it. I have some, reading to finish on the lower deck. Come find me there afterwards, and bring the telescope. There's something I want to talk to you about.
Tried to put off my stargazing as long as I could. A lot of good that did. How am I supposed to find Sirius when my hands are too cold to use a telescope? It's a dog, isn't it?
Find Amit in telescope in storage area. Hey, என்னடா அது?
Confringo!
This was his old telescope. Looks practically brand new.
A pristine night for stargazing.
The perfect night for... Oh,
I have the telescope. It's nicer than I'd expected.
I would not offer a prospective stargazer a third-rate lunoscope. But there is, something else.
Yes, what is it?
You remember those astronomy tables Shaw was going on about? It just so happens I've been reading up on them a little myself. And it seems there may be one right here at Hogwarts. I believe we could use it to find hidden constellations.
And you need someone to help find it.
I do. Are you in? No one from the Gobstones Club will go with me. Said they'd rather get spit at by a stone than... Well, they are cowards. Let us get moving while the stars are still out. I'll show you how to use that telescope once we get there. I promise.
No need to convince me. Let's get going.
Brilliant. You won't regret it. Shall we?
அவன் இந்தியன் காய் அமித் தக்கார் இந்தியன் ஆர் பாகிஸ்தான் அந்த மாதிரி இருக்கும் ஆர் பங்களாதேஷ்.
The table is on a castle wall ahead. Look for a stone platform, something that doesn't quite belong. We'll know it when we see it. Onwards we go then. Some say the locations of the tables were originally marked by centaurs for ritual stargazing. It is nice having a fellow stargazer to explore with.
Happy to be here. It is good to leave the classroom now and then.
It's not that creepy out here at night, is it? The Gobstones Club are cowards. Here I am, charging ahead. Why don't you lead the way?
If you're sure.
A little
Leviosa. A few cobwebs and some dust. Nothing to be concerned about. Revelio.
Oh, of course. It's just not as tidy as I expected. You don't think any spiders might be lurking about?
Oh no. Not this close to school, Amit.
The constellation should appear near the center of your view. As soon as you've lined up the telescope, we will be able to fill out our star chart. Stargazing is all about patience and precision. I was right about the tables. They really are gateways to the far stars, just as the book said. And your contribution was invaluable. Rest assured, you shall be credited in my memoirs one day.
Thank you, Amit. I look forward to reading them.
And I look forward to writing them. This is only the beginning. You will find more tables like this one throughout the grounds and forest, all beckoning to be discovered by a worthy astronomer. And if I have ever seen one, it's you. Oh, and about my old telescope, don't bother returning it. You should keep it.
That's quite generous. Thank you.
You are welcome. It has goblin-cut glass and a gobbledygook inscription. I'm practically fluent in gobbledygook, you know. It's all in the throat, really, gobbledygook, you know, and how you pronounce your R's. Anyway, glad our adventure was a success. I will see you soon.
Sebastian. Hey. அவன் அடிச்சியா?
Confringo! Levioso!
Anything to do with the dark art should be avoided. It's too risky.
Anything to do with Salazar Slytherin is worth the risk.
I can't agree. And I'll not say a word more. I'm sorry.
I won't give up.
What were you and Ominous speaking about?
He's being ridiculous. Apparently Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here in Hogwarts. Ominous swears it was used for the dark arts, so he wants nothing to do with it. I reminded him that Anne needs a cure. This scriptorium could hold the answers we need.
The dark arts do pique my interest.
There's more to dark magic than people realize. The Gaunts know this. Better than most. Perhaps I've spoken out of turn. Ominous's family history is personal to him.
I'd like to know more about it if you wouldn't mind telling me. I won't repeat it.
Very well. But do keep this between us. Ominous learned dark magic from his parents. Are you familiar with the Cruciatus curse?
Crucio, correct? The Cruciatus curse. Also known as the torture curse. Inflicts excruciating pain on the victim.
Apparently, his parents and older siblings had no qualms about casting it on muggles for sport. Ominous described the sound of the victim's cries as horrific, so the first time he was asked to cast it himself as a child, he couldn't bring himself to do it. As punishment, his family cast it on him. The anguish was so bad that when asked to cast it again, he relented. I have repeatedly assured Ominous that he did what he had to, but he still hasn't forgiven himself.
How horrible. Poor Ominous. He was only a child. He shouldn't blame himself.
After that incident, the rift between Ominous and his family only grew. That is until I came along. Every moment he isn't at Hogwarts, he's with us in Feldcroft. Ominous trusts me. And more often than not, he winds up listening to me. I'll remind him of that when I follow up about the scriptorium. Watch for my owl. I'll have news soon enough. I'll make Ominous understand. He'll change his mind.
என்னடா எவனுமே சண்டைக்கு கூப்பிட்டு போக மாட்டீங்களா? பேசிக்கிட்டே இருக்கீங்க. சாப்பாடு.
Revelio. Revelio.
Resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
எங்க போறேனமா இருக்கு
Accio.
Glad you came.
Hello, Sirona. I received your owl. How are you?
Hello, my friend. Did you ever find Lodgok?
I did, thank you. We had a good conversation. He sends you his best.
Glad to hear it. I shan't ask for details of your little chat, and I'll refrain from telling you to be careful yet again. But I hope you will be, whatever your plans.
Of course. Your owl mentioned you're needing my help with something?
I do. I thought you might be just the person to do a favour for my friend Dorothy Sprottle in Upper Hogsfield.
I've actually met Mrs. Sprottle. I recently spoke with her about her friend Claire Beaumont.
She's lovely. Her late husband Aidan was a friend of my father's. In fact, I'd stay with Dot and Aidan the summers I waited tables here as a student. I've seen her a few times since Aidan passed, but the pub's been so busy lately, I've not been as attentive as I'd have liked. I wonder if you might pop in and see her. She may need some help collecting ingredients for her supply of Wiggenweld potion. And you could retrieve something of mine in the process. A box, full of old letters and such.
I'll try to go and see her when I can.
It would mean the world to me, and to Dorothy. Aidan was bringing the box of letters to me when he was taken ill. Dot can tell you where he might have dropped it. You'll find the hamlet just north of Hogsmeade. Please do give Dot my love.
அங்கே ஏற்கனவே போயிருக்கேன் ஸோ நமக்கு ஃபாஸ்ட் ட்ராவல் அன்லாக் ஆயிருக்கு
Upper Hogsfield. Now where to find Mrs. Sprottle? Nice to see you again, Mrs. Sprottle. Actually, Sirona Ryan asked if I'd come and see you.
Oh, dear Sirona, a gem. Has been for as long as I've known her.
She thought you might need help collecting ingredients for your Wiggenweld potion.
And she's correct. My darling Aidan used to collect hawklumps for me. Since he died, my supply has dwindled.
I'm sorry for your loss, Mrs. Sprottle.
Oh, thank you. Love of my life. A bit lost without him. If you wouldn't mind gathering some hawklumps for me, I'd be happy to compensate you for your time.
I can certainly try and find some for you.
That would be wonderful. I'm worried about the travelling vendors and would love to get them more Wiggenweld potion.
Sirona also mentioned that Mr. Sprottle was bringing her a box of letters when he fell ill.
Indeed he was. I'd almost forgotten. I stumbled upon it just before Aidan died. He was hoping to go through it with Sirona over a butterbeer or two. Those two were always like two bowtruckles in a branch. Aidan took ill when he was collecting hawklumps on his way to see her. He made it home, but I fear he dropped the box in the cavern. The cavern is in the hills just southwest of our hamlet. You can gather hawklumps and collect the box of letters there.
Thank you, Mrs. Sprottle.
Thank you. I'll be here if you are able to collect those hawklumps. I and the vendors I help would greatly appreciate it. Hope they know what they're doing. Brooms can be dangerous.
Knowing a meat, he's likely studied here. This must be the cavern Mrs. Sprottle mentioned.
Poachers. Torrenta.
Perhaps some nice flowers. Let's ready to
Expelliarmus.
shall we?
No one takes one of my own! It's the element!
Incendio.
Expelliarmus.
I won't go down as easy!
Accio.
Finished.
Expelliarmus. Confringo. Incendio.
No, but wand!
Get ready for no. Yeah.
Descendo. Expelliarmus.
Oh, ah.
Revelio. Descendo. Confringo. Incendio.
என்னடா ஒரே ரத்தமா இருக்கு. Arklump Hollow. Collect Arklump. Collect Sirona's letter.
Better have a look around. See about the Hawklumps and the box of letters. Getting there. Just a few more Hawklumps to harvest. Revelio. Incendio. Confringo. Incendio. Revelio. Almost there. One more Hawklump to harvest. That's all the Hawklumps for now. Mrs. Spottle should be pleased.
மேலதியா விட்டோன்ட்டானா.
Revelio. Either I'll have to fight that troll, or avoid it altogether. Descendo! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Descendo!
Hey, மூணாவது ஷாட் அடிச்சு போறான்.
Confringo! Expelliarmus! Protego! Confringo! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Protego! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Descendo! Protego! Revelio! Levioso! Confringo! Protego! Confringo! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Should think they felt that in London.
என்னோட போர்ஷன்ஸ் எல்லாம் காலி.
Revelio! Incendio! Confringo! Incendio! Incendium. Revelio. I think this must be Sorona's box of letters. I should find Mrs. Sprottle. She'll be glad to get these hawk lumps. Confringo! Descendo! Let me...
Someone get me down!
Descendo! Expelliarmus! Confringo!
What's that? I've seen
Expelliarmus! The beasts around here can sleep a bit easier now. Confringo! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Incendio!
Level 3 lock.
I should investigate. Hello, Mrs. Sprottle. I have good news. I was able to harvest some hawk lumps for you, and I found Sorona's box of letters.
Oh, thank you. How wonderful. The travelling vendors will be thrilled to replenish their stock of Wiggenweld potion. And Sorona will be delighted to have those letters. How kind of you. Now you be careful heading back to Hogsmeade.
I should take this box of letters to Sorona. She'll be glad to have it back.
பறந்தே போலாம் வழியில ஏதாவது எனிமீஸ் வந்தா என்ன அடிச்சு போட்டு வந்துட்டு
These rocks have seen better days.
Hello. Mind you, don't turn quick. If you're stuck with a door.
Hello.
Oh, welcome to Brood and Peck. I'm Ellie Peck. And before you ask, I'm out of a Braxton hair. The lot of it was bought up by a trader in Ottery's St. Catchpole. Made me take it in person, they did. No care that I had to shut the shop. Apparently had a bad experience with someone shipping them hair for my Wampus cat. Must have been someone from America, no doubt, because we don't even have them here. Anyway, what are you here for? Mooncarved fur? Derrickle feathers? Always have trouble collecting them myself as the bird keeps disappearing. Cheeky thing. Used to carry them in the shop, Dory calls. But people kept asking for their money back when they'd get home and the blasted things would be nowhere in sight.
I can imagine that would be rather frustrating.
There's worse. Trust me. Most of the suppliers of whooper feathers may as well be living in St. Mungo's. Not surprising, I suppose. The cry on those things. Oh, but such marvellous feathers. Almost worth going mad for.
Sounds like stocking your shelves comes with some hazards.
Truer words never spoken. Used to carry beasts themselves. Good business it was, but had it up to here with parents grumbling. Not my fault if the little ones caught a flea of an easel. Ooh, you should have heard them. No, best with byproducts. And I do like to make sure the beasts are safe and well cared for. Couldn't guarantee that with some of these prospective owners. Now, why don't you have a good look around? Stocks change all the time, and not just because they disappear. Always best to pop in whenever you can to get things before they run out. Which they used to literally do.
Thank you, I will.
Take all the time you need. And thank you for stopping by. A treat to have you here.
What do you have for sale?
Unicorn.
I don't mind selling things for certain clients. You know where to find me. I'll not mind seeing you here again. Consider yourself welcome.
Descendo!
Levioso and Stupefy combined should have teleported their place.
Come in, look around, and if you've been eating chocolate frogs, please refrain from touching.
That's my dream. Oh, Halloween decoration.
I'll say it again. Can't thank you enough for helping to save the village from those trolls.
Hello, Sorona. I have good news. I was able to provide your friend Mrs. Sprottle with some hawk lumps for her Wiggamel potion, and I found your box of letters.
Oh, thank you. I knew you were the one to ask.
I'm glad I could be of help. Mrs. Sprottle sends her best.
Don't know what I'd have done without her and Aidan. Thank you, again, for helping her, and for returning this box of letters. It's nice to reflect on good memories.
இங்க பறந்துட்டு இருக்குது வௌவால்
My advice when dealing with untoward matters is in for a canut, in for a galley.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones. Revelio. Accio. Well, that's one of Zenobia's gobstones. I hardly see what all the fuss is about. Adelaide Oaks, isn't it? I received your owl.
Yes, I'm Adelaide Oaks. Oh dear. You see, my Uncle Roland is a metal trader who's quite well known in the goblin community. He normally sends me owls every week when he's on his business travels. In his last owl, he alluded to dealings with those radical goblins, Ranrock's loyalists. It's been ages since that owl and I'm worried. What with the troll attack on Hogsmeade and the rumours that goblins may have been involved, well, I'm fearing the worst. Should I be worried about my uncle, or am I overthinking this?
I think you're right to be concerned, Adelaide. Your uncle may be in trouble.
You're much more understanding than Professor Weasley. She heard I was going to look for him and forbade me from leaving the grounds. She's convinced he can handle himself, but I can't concentrate on anything until I know he's all right. Could you try to find out for me? From what I hear, you're almost as adventurous as Uncle Roland.
I'll try and look into it for you, Adelaide.
Thank you. He's very thorough in his record keeping, notes all his trades in a journal, makes maps. In fact, in his last owl, he drew me a map of his next stop. He'd planned to set up camp north of here. I do hope you're able to find out where he is. Thank you again for any help you can provide. Oh, Uncle Roland, what have you got yourself into? Must be nice to not have it.
I hope Adelaide's Uncle Roland is all right. She seems very worried. Adelaide mentioned her uncle's camp may be near Brockborough, past the river.
Ground ஒட்டிய போனா ஸ்பீடா போகுது.
One of little bastards scratched me. You're gonna regret coming. Incendio!
Expelliarmus!
The flames consume you!
Confringo! Descendo!
Are you Confringo?
Incendio!
No! Marvelous strike!
Confringo!
Allow me to put you handle.
Expelliarmus!
Where'd it go?
Descendo!
இன்னும் வேணும் ஒரு
Revelio.
இருக்கிறான் மேல இருக்கியா சாரி மேல என்ன பண்ற
Confringo! Could this be Mr. Oakes' campsite? Ranrock's loyalists, just ahead. Should I take them by force?
I won't rest.
Confringo!
You can't
Expelliarmus! Incendio! Incendio! Confringo!
Pity, not quite.
Expelliarmus! Incendio! Descendo! Now to find out what happened here. Mr. Oakes' trade journal. Adelaide said that her uncle kept notes of his trades, maps. Perhaps these landmarks will lead me to him. Revelio! Confringo! Revelio.
Use Roland mappa. கேம்ப்ல இருந்து
Revelio.
I'll be off to the tavern after that. Perhaps I'll scout around Felcroft for something to poach. We have an intruder in our...
Descendo! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Incendio! Descendo!
That's all you are!
Expelliarmus! Confringo!
You may want to move. Up here, yeah, that's
Potato!
admirable strike.
Expelliarmus!
Marvelous strike!
Confringo!
You dare slay one of my own! You will fall!
Walk formation. There's a landmark on this map. Now to find the crooked tree. Confringo! What do you have in store for me this time? Revelio.
Sleep on my feet, I could.
Expelliarmus!
Someone's here.
Confringo! Descendo! Incendio! Expelliarmus!
I won't rest.
Confringo! Expelliarmus!
No! No!
Confringo! What do we have here? Descendo! Expelliarmus! Revelio! This look... I may have more luck higher up in the key. Descendo! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Revelio! A ladder. That's what I need. Petrificus Totalis. Expelliarmus. Confringo.
Aha! There you are!
Expelliarmus! Confringo! This is the spot on the map. Guess I have my wits about me.
Descender! Oh! Nice try! Confringo! Impressed? Descender! Incendio!
What will we find in here?
Revelio! Confringo! Descendo! Expelliarmus! Descendo! Confringo! Won't get away with that. Expelliarmus!
I should have been. You don't believe you can deceive, do you?
It looks as though Adelaide's instincts were spot on.
Incendio! Revelio!
This prisoner owes us the metal we were promised. No!
Ooh, this shouldn't take long. Expelliarmus! Confringo! I won't rest! Incendio! Descendo! You look tired. Depulso!
Lead us to victory!
I will make Expelliarmus! I won't rest until you're dead. Confringo!
You won't get away with that. Why have you not run away? Intend to die, do you?
Expelliarmus! Incendio! Depulso!
Get away with that.
Expelliarmus! Revelio!
Ranrock has fooled you all, to your demise.
A boiler door. How to open it?
Incendio! Revelio!
I wonder if Adelaide's uncle could be down here.
Expelliarmus!
No!
Depulso!
I won't rest until you're dead.
Expel... Glacius! Expelliarmus!
சும்மா இங்கிட்ட தூக்கிட்டே இருக்கிறான்.
Revelio.
Hello? Mr. Oakes?
Yes, I'm here. They've taken my wand. This cell has an enchanted lock. I have experience with these locks, but I need my wand if I have any chance of opening it. Look for a boiler door. I've heard them speak of it.
I need to find Mr. Oakes' wand. Where could it be?
Confringo! Incendio! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Glacius!
இதை எப்படி ஓபன் பண்றது?
Revelio! Expelliarmus!
Someone there?
Confringo! Incendio! Expel... No! Confringo! Revelio.
One way or another, we'll get what we owe. I should have been shot.
Expelliarmus. Confringo.
You won't get away with that.
I won't rest.
Glacius.
Dead. No! One less human to worry about.
Confringo. Expelliarmus. Incendio.
That was meant for me.
Expelliarmus. Confringo. Glacius.
Acrobatics for the bone the enemy. You're really not very good at this, are you? I won't rest.
You gave me no choice.
நான் கொன்னுட்டீங்க.
One way or another, we'll get what we're owed.
Levioso.
You won't survive this, my young friend.
Expelliarmus.
I will make you pay. I won't rest until you're dead.
You are terribly outmatched. Surely you can see that.
No! Expelliarmus.
I won't rest until you're dead. No! How nice of you to stop by.
Your spells glance off of me.
Glacius. Protego.
Easily diverted.
Glacius. Expelliarmus.
You won't stop me.
Glacius. Expelliarmus.
I shall avenge your death.
Confringo.
No well for you.
Glacius. Confringo.
That's your bet. Oh, you think you're so clever.
If only Ranrock were here to see this.
Glacius. Expelliarmus.
I shall avenge your death.
Glacius. Expelliarmus.
You won't get away with that.
Confringo. Incendio. Glacius. Expelliarmus. Confringo.
I shall avenge your death.
இன்னும் எவனோ இருக்கிறான்பா.
Revelio.
ஏய், நீ இங்க என்ன பண்ற?
Let's get this over with.
Confringo. You only have Ranrock to blame. Revelio.
This must be Mr. Oakes' wand. Perhaps now he can set himself free.
You did it! I found my wand and... Wait, you're a student? Oh, we must get you to safety immediately. It's dangerous.
It's all right, Mr. Oakes. I've dealt with these goblins before.
Dear Merlin, you're either very lucky or very talented. How did you find me?
I'm a friend of Adelaide's. She was worried about your business with Ranrock's loyalists.
Oh, she was right to be.
I couldn't go through with the agreement, and when I told them, I ended up blindfolded and behind bars. Been locked in that infernal cell for so long, they'd forgot I was even there. I overheard things. If only I could reward you for what you've done. Blasted goblins stole every kanut on me. All I can say is thank you, truly.
I'm grateful I was able to help you, Mr. Oakes. Adelaide thinks the world of you.
Oh, and I her. She's become quite savvy to my trading habits, always analyzing my detailed owls. If only I hadn't resorted to trading with such fiends. A lesson I shan't soon forget. Having my wand back is like being reunited with an old friend. I must return home and inform Adelaide of my safety. Will you be all right?
I'll be fine, Mr. Oakes. You get back to Adelaide. I assure you, her worries outweigh yours.
Oh, I'm anxious to see my dear niece. And then I plan to travel far from here for my next round of trading. Thank you. May life reward you justly for your deeds. Be well, my friend.
Mr. Oakes was lucky. Ranrock's lot would never have freed him. Revelio. Aloha Mora. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Revelio. Incendio. Oh.
Doing this sort of thing forever, though. Fancy I'll have my own operation worked out one day. People working for me.
Revelio.
தனியா பேசிட்டு இருக்கறானா?
One less human to worry about.
Descendo. Levioso. Confringo. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Glacius. Protego. Incendio. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Glacius. Protego. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Protego! Glacius! Glacius! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Glacius! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Glacius! Incendio! Confringo! Glacius! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Glacius! Protego! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Glacius! Confringo! Rest easy, my large friend. Trouble's brewing and I'm without my friends. Glacius! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Incendio! Glacius! Expelliarmus!
Over here, quietly. I am glad that you received my owl. We need to stay low and remain quiet.
Natty, what's going on? Why are we all the way out here?
As promised, I did some investigating to find out what Harlow is up to. I followed him to the Hog's Head. I noticed him reading a letter. All I could see was that it was signed by and bore the seal of Victor Rookwood. And after you told me that Rookwood and Harlow were after you, I decided that you were the perfect person to join me in taking them down. For good. That letter is the tangible proof that Officer Singer needs. It is why I followed Harlow here and why I wrote to you. I need your help to retrieve it.
I'll help you find the letter, Natty.
I'm glad to hear it. First, we must access the castle keep. I'll check the main gate, see if you can find another way in. I do not see any guards, but we should still try to be as quiet as possible. Harlow is here after all.
Confringo! I wonder what that does.
Levioso! Descendo!
Perhaps something with a bit more force.
Confringo! Depulso!
That did it.
Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Levioso!
I need to find a way into the gatehouse to open the gate for Natty.
Depulso!
Dead end. Must be another way in.
Accio!
That looks as if it might raise the gate.
Depulso! Accio! Depulso! Accio! Depulso! Accio! Depulso!
என்னடா இது push the gate open, don't blast it. If I found it, don't piece again, I swear it till the end of ஏறி வர வேண்டியதானே அப்படியே.
Levioso. Depulso. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Levioso. Confringo. Revelio. Expelliarmus. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Depulso.
நான் ஓபன் பண்றது. Wait a minute.
Depulso. Glacius. Depulso. Glacius. Depulso. Glacius. Accio. Depulso. Glacius. Depulso. Glacius. Glacius. Depulso. Glacius. Accio. Glacius. Glacius. Depulso. Accio. Depulso. Accio.
Well done. I will be right up. I knew you could do it. This way. I will get the door.
Oh, நீ திறக்கிறதுக்காக வெயிட்டிங்கா? நாங்களும் திறக்க மாட்டோமா?
That is the main keep. My guess is that we'll find Hallow and the letter inside. We'll need to be careful once we get...
I hear them.
Yeah, restrain the beast.
கிரிஃபினை பிடிச்சி வச்சிருக்கானுங்க.
High Wing.
Do you know that hippogriff?
Get this thing back to the room now.
Very well. New plan. I get the evidence and you free that hippogriff. Agreed? This is our chance. Go!
Blast it. There's got to be another way to get up to the roof. Somewhere. I hope Natty stays out of trouble. Accio! Depulso! Accio, Wingardium Leviosa. Accio, Wingardium Leviosa. Leviosa.
எப்பட்றா போறது?
Accio, Wingardium Leviosa. Accio, Wingardium Leviosa. Levioso! Not the safest place to sneak into. Accio! Depulso! Descendo!
What?
Revelio! Depulso! Expelliarmus! Depulso!
Yes, I one of my own! You will!
No! Protego!
Expelliarmus! Incendio! Aloha Mora. Revelio.
அவனுங்க ஓபன் பண்ணா மட்டும் டக்குன்னு ஓபன் ஆகுது.
I hope Natty's having an easier time of it.
You're going home in a wooden box! Levioso!
Devolso! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Confringo!
Incendio! Confringo!
Glacius! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Aloha Mora.
எத்தனை லாக்கு?
Confringo! Wing. It's all right. There we go.
There you are.
Come on.
Hello, Mora.
Hurry!
அதை விட்டுட்டு போயிருச்சு. இது தூக்கிட்டு போயிருச்சு. அவாடா கடவரெல்லாம் போடுறானுங்களே. தூக்கிட்டு வந்து இது மேல போட்டுருச்சு. Nice.
There's the Hogwarts Express. Must be returning from an unscheduled run. It's incredible, isn't it?
How exciting.
It was exhilarating, wasn't it? I wasn't sure we were going to make it out alive.
There was no need to worry. I had it all under control.
Were you able to find the letter?
Summoned it straight out of Hallow's hands. I will say, I did not expect to see him cast the killing curse at us. He won't forget this. Be on your guard.
Of course. What did the letter say?
That Rookwood's looking for a phoenix. Not sure where he will find one. But it also included Hallow's orders to inspect that castle for the poachers. Enough to connect Hallow to the crimes. I shall deliver the letter to Officer Singer. She'll have to do something when she sees it. Now, tell me, where did you meet these hippogriffs?
I've only met Highwing before. Poppy introduced us.
Poppy Sweeting knows a hippogriff. Of course she does. Poppy will be relieved to know that Highwing's safe. I came to the right person for help. My mother will be worried. I must go. Seek me out soon. I shall have much to tell you.
Slow down now. There we go. Highwing, go!
I have learned of a wizard who is being harassed by Hallow. He may be able to provide the evidence we need to take Hallow down. We should speak with him together. Meet me at his home.
I assume you have news regarding the goblin you mentioned. Why don't we meet at the map chamber to discuss that and our next steps?
When you have a moment, please stop by the room of requirement. Deke tells me he has something to share with you.
என்னடா பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கிறீங்க? இவ்வளோ பெரிய மிருகத்தில் வந்து இறங்கியிருக்கிறேன், எவனுமே கண்டுக்க மாட்றாங்க. Back on the path. Natty in Lower Hogsfield. Talk to Deke. என்ன இந்த ஏரியாமெலாம் நல்லா கவலையா? ஏதோ ஒரு ஏரியாவில் சுற்றிட்டு இருக்கப்ப பக்கத்தில் கடல் இருந்தது. இதுதான் கடல் மாதிரி தெரிஞ்சதோ.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Deke would like to talk with you when you have a moment.
இன்னைக்கு லைவ் முடிச்சுப்போம்.